The only thing better than being surrounded by a dozen beautiful candles in your home is knowing they're the result of your thriving business. Candle making is creative, rewarding, and a timeless product to start a business around. Plus, with the growing demand for handmade, eco-friendly, and unique candles, the candle industry is set to reach $10 billion in global sales by 2032. But before you melt the wax, watch this video all the way through so you know everything you need to know to make your candle business thrive. Understanding the candle industry. There are dozens upon dozens of ways people use candles outside of the home. Candles are used in restaurants for ambiance, spas for health and wellness, events and celebrations like birthdays or weddings. I could go on. With all these varying uses, there are tons of niches and categories candles fall in, which is why it's crucial to establish a strong marketing and business plan. The candle industry has three main market segments. The first one is mass market candles. They're anywhere from $5 to $8. Affordable, broad, and common scents like vanilla, ocean breeze, or unscented, more likely made out of paraffin wax and common synthetic fragrances, dominated by large brands such as Yankee Candle, Bed Bath & Beyond, and bulk suppliers also sell these types of candles for big events like weddings and celebrations. Then we have mid-market candles, anywhere from $10 to $40 or more, often found in retail markets or boutiques, and have a broader appeal by still offering unique scents and custom packaging. Could use either paraffin, soy, or beeswax, and use either fragrances or essential oils. Next is prestige candles that sell anywhere between $30 to $100 or more per candle. Designed for a luxury market, includes highest quality ingredients, premium packaging, and designer brand name storytelling. Some examples: Joe Malone London sells a lime, basil, and mandarin candle for $710, and Le Labo has one that's 4.4 ounces for $110. You get the idea. These are luxury, high-end candles. They use natural waxes like soy and beeswax, essential oils, and natural fragrances, eco-friendly wicks made out of cotton or wood. Deciding which category you want to market yourself into will shape everything, including your brand, design, and even your source materials. Before you decide which one, let's break down the materials you will need and outline their estimated costs. Starting off, wax. So we have soy wax made from soybeans and costs around $13 per pound or more. It is eco-friendly and has a slow burn time of about 30 minutes per inch. It's soot-free and it's a good scent carrier. Beeswax, very common, costs about $10 to $12 per pound. Burn time averages around 1 hour per inch of candle width. Doesn't give off smoke, already has a subtle honey scent though, so not ideal for scented candles. Paraffin wax, best for colorful scented candles, $8 plus per pound and has a burn time of about 45 minutes per inch. However, it is not eco-friendly and releases soot. Then there's gel wax, which is $10 plus per pound. It's a mix of resin and mineral oil that creates a see-through gel. Great for decorative candles due to its clear finish, slow burn time, and releases soot. Then there's natural ones like rapeseed wax, palm wax, and coconut wax. Prices for these options range between like $8 to $13 per pound. They all carry scent well with a clean and long burn time, plus they're an eco-friendly and sustainable option. Next, we have wicks. Wood or cotton are both sustainable options. However, you can also get woven cotton paper ones that can be a little bit more cost effective. Prices range between $8 to $13 per package of 50 across all types that I found. Next, we have essential oil or fragrance oil. Candles are usually 5% to 10% fragrance oil, which equals to about 1 ounce of fragrance oil for every 16 ounces of wax in your batch, depending on how strong it is. This is going to be the pricier expense. Fragrance oil is easier as it's less finicky, and not all essential oil is designed for candle wax, so keep that in mind when you're shopping. It ranges to about $20 to $75 per fragrance oil or essential oil. Number 4. Dyes. If you want to add color to your candles, choose dyes designed specifically for candle making. You can experiment with different colors and techniques to create unique designs. Then there's packaging. Don't forget about packaging. Whether you're selling in jars, tins, or other containers, packaging is an important part of your branding and can help your candles stand out in the market. After that, you'll need glue, a trusty spatula, a thermometer, containers or candle molds, and some kind of double boiler. Spend some time investigating the materials you want to use so you can configure an accurate starting business budget and determine your marketing category. Then it's time to... Number 2, create your business brand. What if I told you the last thing you need to decide is how your candle smells? What's actually more important is how it looks and what it represents. How crazy is that? A strong business brand tells a story, and in a crowded candle market, your brand must stand out. Ask yourself, why are you making candles? Who are they for? What impact do you want to have on your customers? What message do you want to send to the world? Unite your answers under a visual identity that shines through your logo, product design, social media packaging, and your website, which, by the way, you're gonna need one. Don't worry, you can create a website easily with Shopify. Check out the free trial link in the description. It will make managing your sales channels much easier. Starting your business with Shopify helps you sell online or transition to in-person sales seamlessly. Here are some brand examples for inspiration. Fontana Candle Company is a family-owned business that, after having dealt with several severe health and autoimmune issues, decided they wanted to make candles that not only smelled good, but were good for you. They firmly believe what you breathe and consume is crucial for your well-being, and their products reflect that. Briarwick Candles was started by Kate Glass, who started creating candles in her kitchen in order to have a hands-on hobby to bring her closer to her favorite fantasy worlds. Speaking as someone who is definitely in this audience category, she's done an amazing job creating a cohesive brand for all the fantasy bookish people out there. Erica Verber launched Literary Candles despite having no prior business or candle making experience. Erica explains, the first thing we worked on was packaging before we even had a prototype or a scent sample. She continues to say, people purchase our boxes, not our candles. They're so pulled in by the name of them and what they represent, and then they're pleasantly surprised when it's a high quality, great smelling candle. Her design all came from wanting to capture being in Central Park for someone's birthday or going to a bottomless brunch with your best friends. Each example is entirely different, yet they all manage to sell their candles successfully by relating them to their passions and intentions. Spending time honing in on your brand will make it easier to sell your product online, especially since we can't yet smell through screen, can we? Instead, capture your brand through fonts, colors, shapes, and designs. Ensure your designs are high quality, tell a story, whether it's a day in Central Park or a night in Middle-earth, and make sure they're specific to you. Also, make sure to decide whether you want your candles presented in some kind of container or be standalone molded products, as that will be considered in your product costs. Speaking of which, number 3, time to build your prototype and source your products. Now that you've designed your brand, it's time to assess your needs and source your materials. Ask yourself these questions. How much of each material do you need? Compiling a list of materials is called a bill of materials, or BOM, which will be a reference for your company and suppliers. How often will you need deliveries? What is the estimated cost, and do the supplies fit in the budget? And location. Determine whether you will need to factor in the cost of renting or buying a space for production, or whether you'll be making them at home. A great way to determine the answers to these questions and test out suppliers is while you build your prototype. When reviewing the materials, make sure you test heat reactivity. Make sure anything that comes in contact with heat related to the product is safe and durable. Erica from Literary Candles made the mistake of choosing the wrong kind of paper for the labels. They started bubbling and peeling, and we had to rip all those labels off, order new labels, and relabel again, which took weeks, Erica says. Durability. Does the packaging you chose actually protect the product? Do you need to outsource to a third party to handle shipping and fulfillment? Tips for sourcing candle materials. Buy local when you can. Consider buying your beeswax from a local apiary. It makes it way easier to deal with suppliers that are only 50 miles away, not 500 miles away. You can save money on shipping costs and gather local support for your business by shopping locally. Diversify suppliers. Establish a go-to list of suppliers in order to stay ahead of shortage issues and delivery delays. There are tons of websites like Rama Candles, which by the way is a fellow Shopify user, Candle Science, and Candle Haven that sell various candle making supplies and decorations. Search offline. To find reliable suppliers, seek out trade organizations, go to conventions or trade shows, and review published industry directories and trade journals. Once you've settled on a prototype, you can explore higher volume options with your preferred suppliers. Make sure you be specific about your requirements. When approaching suppliers, make sure you have a complete list of specifications regarding your product and materials required. Consider volume output. Can the supplier accommodate large volume orders for when your company begins to grow? Inquire about supplier offers. If you buy in bulk, can you get concessions or discounts for a longer commitment? Once you've chosen the right suppliers and assess your material needs, you can determine your market price, i.e. how much your candles are going to sell for. Consider the market tiers we discussed in the beginning and check where your product quality and brand positioning places you. Shopify can help you with our free profit margin calculator. Add up the sum of the cost of goods and operating expenses and input them here. Number 4, register your business. Whether you're starting your business in your kitchen or a full-scale factory, registering your business provides legal protection and adds credibility to your brand. Choose a business structure. Consider a limited liability company, which offers better legal protection because it keeps your business assets separate from your personal ones. As always, seek any legal advice from a professional before launching. Get your EIN or employer identification number. Allows your business to have its own tax identity and keeps your social insurance number private. Register for taxes and ensure compliance. Shopify offers tools to help manage online sales tax, which we talk about in our LWS Shopify tutorial video, so check that out after this. Open a business bank account. This will help keep your personal finances separate from your business, which, if you haven't already guessed, is a pretty key theme here. Consider trademarks, copyrights, and patents. Protect your intellectual property. The last thing you want is your sales being compromised by a copycat. Now it's time for the fun part. Wait. Okay. Now it's time for the fun part. It's time to make, market, and sell your candles. With your candles ready to go, it's time to start selling and marketing your products. Considering you've taken the time to build an amazing website with Shopify, again, the link is in the description, it's time to turn your brand identity into your marketing strategy. Use online and offline marketing to help sell your candles. Consider these strategies. Set up shop on Meta apps like Instagram and Facebook. Use Meta Business Suite to run ad campaigns across platforms. Shopify, by the way, integrates seamlessly with Instagram and Facebook, allowing customers to check out directly through Instagram. Don't forget about Pinterest, ideal for showcasing your brand's aesthetic, especially for home decor enthusiasts. TikTok, create engaging video campaigns and encourage user-generated content to excite potential customers. Consider selling at local farmers markets, craft fairs, or pop-up shops, especially if your suppliers are local. These events are a great way to introduce your brand to local patrons and build a loyal customer base. There you have it. You finally have the candle business you've always dreamed of. I personally don't need any more reasons to buy candles, but with amazing businesses like yours emerging, take my money. With a little bit of knowledge, dedication, elbow grease, and certainly a lot of wax, you can see your dream candle business ignite. Whether you're starting a hobby business or want to become the next big name in candles, following this guide will help you see the success you've always wanted. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions, and hey, press that thumbs up to show us you like this video. Learn with Shopify is a channel designed with entrepreneurs like you in mind, so make sure to subscribe. I've been your host, Rachel Fisher. I'm gonna go read in a corner surrounded by candles. See you next time.